Let me take you on a nostalgic journey today, inspired by a song that has touched countless hearts and minds. Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen. I just love this song. Every time I hear it, I don't know about you, but I think about my past. I always do. This classic anthem from the boss himself captures the essence of reminiscing about the past, about those moments in our lives when we felt invincible, unstoppable, and full of promise. Glory Days tells the story of people looking back on their lives, remembering the high points, the moments of triumph, and the fleeting nature of those times. It's a song that resonates with anyone who's ever looked back fondly on their past while grappling with the realities of the present. And Springsteen introduces us to characters like the big baseball player who was a high school star, or a woman who once turned all the boys' heads, and even his own father, who faced the harshness of life's transitions. And through these stories, we're reminded that while time moves on, the spirit of those glory days remains etched in our hearts. And now, inspired by this iconic song, let's delve a little deeper into the lessons it imparts and explore how we can embrace our own glory days. Not just as memories of the past, but as a foundation for a brighter future. Let's talk a little bit about this now. There is a power in nostalgia, right? Think of this. Let me tell you about a friend of mine back in high school. He was a star, a big baseball player. He could throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool. Fast forward to the present, I ran into him the other night at a roadside bar. I was walking in, he was walking out. We decided to sit down and have a few drinks and catch up, but all he could talk about was the past, the glory days. And it got me thinking, how often do we find ourselves reminiscing about the past? Those days of triumph, of laughter, of youthful exuberance. Yes, the glory days. But here's the thing. While it's wonderful to cherish those memories, we must remember that the present holds its own promise, its own potential for our greatness. Take another story, for instance. A girl who used to live up the block. Back in school, she could turn all the boys' heads. Now, on some Fridays, we sit together after she's put her kids to bed, reminiscing about the old times. Despite the challenges she's faced, her husband Bobby leaving her, raising kids on her own, she finds solace in those memories, sometimes laughing through the tears. But what if we could transform our view of those glory days? Instead of seeing them as something that has passed us by, what if we saw them as a foundation, a reminder that if we were great once, we can be great again? Or even my old man, who worked 20 years on the line and got let go, taught me something profound. Despite facing rejections of being too old, he never let go of the spirit that once drove him. He reminds me that while time slips away, it leaves us with something more than just stories. It leaves us with wisdom and resilience. So, as I think about these tales, I realize that our glory days don't have to be confined to the past. We can create new ones every day. Each moment, each decision, each action can be a step towards new triumphs. And we might sit back trying to recapture a little of that glory. And while times may leave us with nothing but stories, those stories are the fabric of our lives. They shape us, they mold us, and they propel us forward. So my friends, let's not look back at the glory days with longing. Let's use them as a springboard to dive into the future. Let's create new memories, new achievements, new glory days. Because the best days are not behind us. They are yet to come. So let's keep on rocking, keep on striving, keep on living your glory days now and forever. Thank you.